clematis. Clematis is the third remedy which he found near the remedies which he has found the impatient and mimulus around 1929. These three remedies, impatience, mimulus, and clematis, are forward remedies. You can tell that it is in the a kind of futuristic attitude will be there in the remedies. Impatience will be dealing with a kind of a time, always thinking about future and thinking about completing the work in the future. And Mimulus has got the experience of an intelligence, and he thinks about the person thinks about what will happen if uh, something happened in the future, things like that. And Clematis is the third one. It is Clematis is called the reality flower. I would like to call it a romance flower. The reality flower is that escaping reality. This person in need of that remedy will be escaping the reality. And when they take the clematis remedy, they will be living in the reality, that is in the present. Uh, this is the only remedy which indicates the now and here. It has got a powerful structure, powerful nature, and also it has got a kind of variety in it. A remedy you need to understand is we need to understand is that it is not necessarily we have to categorize people based on our remedy system. That is, he is a clematis, he is a mimulus, he is a willow, or something like that. These remedies are a tendencies which is there in every human beings, 38 feelings. The percentage of that remedy, that tendency will be varying. So some will be having the tendency of mimulus 10%, willow 5%, vervine 2%, and things like that. So mostly we'll be having all the tendencies. And the important thing is that out of 38 we will be fluctuating between 4 to 5 remedies in our whole life. If you take that 5 remedies and note it down, and if you deeply go inside that remedies, you will find that there is a correlation between all the 5 remedies, and the whole life will be triggered in that frequency of that remedies. That is very important. So in our classes, in coming classes, in the previous class, also classes also we dealt with remedies in detail. And the first thing we are going to tell is that we will give a brief uh, discussion about uh, the remedies, the introductory part of the remedy, and then how batch has found it. The very important factor in this remedial system, that is particularly batch flower remedial system, is that it is a kind of batch is a via media to the universe. The universe has spoken, or it has given remedies through him. He is like a postman. He has given. So the series it has been given, the way, the number one, number two, number three, number four remedies are very very important. He has gone through all the aspects of the qualities of these remedies and the fullness of the remedies. That is to make it clear that he had a kind of shortage in character, a particular shortage in character, sort of a patterning in the character, and suddenly he finds a remedy which is making that character into whole. So there are people who have suggested the series of the remedies, but still they did not teach in this way. And we have been discussing and teaching these remedies in this way, where you can find the resonance with the universe and also resonance with the batch himself. So we could find easy access to the remedies, and you can understand the remedies easily. So this is one point, and we'll be first part will be introducing a little introduction will be given about the remedy, and then batch how he got it, what is the mentality of him, what is the mood by which he has found it, how he resonated with that remedy, and a kind of demand and supply. He is in demand of a particular shortcomings or frequency, and the supply is given by the flower of the fullness of the flower. The fullness the flower vibration gives the full. So there is a complete a kind of equanimity between his mind and also the frequency of that particular remedy. So and then we are going to deal with the plant. So in particular, we should keep in mind the plant's structure, the way it grows, the place it goes, and the month it flowers, and things like that are very important. And moreover, the person who is preparing the remedy and the person who is telling about the remedy is very important. And I have shown that in it is there in Bernard's book, Form and Function, in page number 50, that the person who is teaching or preparing the remedy, the conscious part, the awareness part of the person who is giving is very important. Is given in the book. I personally feel that the person who is giving the remedy is more important than the remedy itself. You have to keep in mind that it is available that all over the world there are remedies given by the people, and who are merging these remedies with other remedies and other systems and things like that. I made it a point that this channel has made it a point. He made its point that we won't be deviating from batch flowers 38 remedies, and we are trying to minimize the remedies into cut short remedies into even reducing the amount of remedies. So that is the part you have to see. The person's consciousness is very important. Then next is the wholeness. How the remedy is very whole. How we have to concentrate on the holistic aspect of that particular flower. That is very important. So you need to understand these things, how we are going about things in the in the near future, and we'll be discussing about all the details which you are resonating, and you will be getting the messages, answers, and also remedies for your resonance also. Right? It is a plan of the universe that we have started this remedy in English too. So we're going into the part of the remedy. The clematis is called Clematis vitilba. Vitilba is a Latin word which means white wine. Previously, they have also prepared wine out of clematis. The person who is very keen in watching my discussion on clematis will understand what is happening in the underlining current will be there. There will be messages given for who is resonating in the particular frequency. So keep in mind that these people are clematis people. The person who is wanting clematis will be escaping the reality of the present moment. Why they are escaping is they are very much against the drudgery of day-to-day life. They don't want challenges in life. They don't want anything which is suppressing. So they go forward. They think that future will be somewhat greater. The thing you have to keep in mind is the fairy tales or Alice in the Wonderland. The fairy tales, and we have been our grandfather or grandmother has told us that these are the things which is happening in the wonderland or things like that, and we will be elated and we will be in the imagination state. Coleridge is telling the imagination is the greatest thing in the whole universe. Poet Coleridge, I like him very much. Einstein is telling that imagination is the key to all inventions. So, if you are talking and you are hearing about flower remedies, this is some part, there is some part of imagination who has created this Telegram, this channel, YouTube, and with a kind of laptop, and the distance being connected with each other. So these are all the things which has happened to somebody else in imagination. It is a kind of a holistic clematis thing. It is clematis. So uh, children, the type of person, children engrossed in toys. They are playing with the toys, and you can see that they'll be talking with the toys also. Likewise, a person who is moving and sitting, there is an antithesis to impatience. Impatience always sits in the at the edge of the chair, and he Clematis will be sitting fully, and he will be like sleepy state, fully covering the chair, and he will be a slanting position. First thing, then uh, they will be always thinking about a better future, easy life. The tendency of a person who needs the clematis remedy. I'm very careful in telling the thing. There is no positive or negative flower. Flower is full. We need, there is a demand. The demand is that these are the qualities they are demanding, they are having, and the demand is that we need a particular vibration that is supplied through that flowers. Keep in mind that. And uh, there is a reverie. You have to keep in mind reverie is imagination, subtly disoriented. They are subtly disoriented. Romantic in the sense that they'll be always in a kind of you have to keep in mind that a person, a girl or boy in the age of 16 to 20 or 25, they'll be very romantic. They'll be very clean. They will dress, they will make up properly, and everything will be a kind of general people who are in 16 to 20. You can see them in a romantic mood always, and this is there for people who are in need of clematis all over their life. They'll be always thinking that the future will be somewhat better and it will be great. Like the people who are telling about MLM things and the lottery, they will be telling about lottery. I got lottery, I will get money, this, things like that. And I have a good gamblers or climatic tendency. The thing is, they always miss the present. They are in a state of uh, uh, a state of mind that they won't like the present. But the clematis flower gives a present thing. The whole universe is happening in the present. There is only one tense or one uh, what you call the time, the now. There is no past tense and future as far as the climate is concerned. The real nature is that whatever happens, whether you are in past or future, it is happening in the now only. So you have to keep in mind that the clematis is always pulling you towards the present moment, to uh, the place where you have no fluctuation between future or past. So having these person will have a little desire in life. So they sleep more sleep, more sleep, more sleep. So the people who are sleeping more is escaping from the drudgery of life. They don't want the risk of life. They don't want anything which is important, or they don't want to take risk also. So the escapist mentality is there. They will be spending more time in the bedroom. uh, Impatient people will be always wanting to have another day. These clematis have no day for them. I don't want any day. I don't want any time. Uh, Clematis, a person needs clematis who has the tendency that they want to spend the time more on the future, and it is a kind of a polite suicide, like having little desire for life. When now you can see Dr. Batch, he has spent much time in discovering these small things with the plant, and he started doing a greater thing with impassion and memories. He has started giving remedies, and suddenly he got very much appealing results appealing results, and he is getting results which he has assumed, and he empirically verified everything. And now he becomes uh, very sleepy. He get bored, and he wanted to rest. He wanted to take rest, and he was always in the bedroom. Nora Wicks, his assistant, has remarked in his biography. about Dr. Batch. He was always sleepy, and he doesn't. He was seeing the space in a blank look, and his eyes become very pale, and things like that. He became very pale, and he started thinking. He has discovered the two remedies. First thing, and he had a vision. The Clematis is a flower of vision. He had a mission, and he is going to discover furthermore 35 remedies from the point of Clematis. So he had a very great vision that these things are going to happen. Now neurologists are telling that, neuroscientists are telling that the neurons in the brain is can be easily changed, and the new science is that neuroplasticity is there, and he is seeing when you are thinking forward in a realistic way, the brain changes its the wiring pattern. So like that, likewise, the Clematis will change your brain pattern, because the brain is so much preoccupied with going here friend to and fro. The energy is going to and fro, whether it can be in the present, it can be in the future. So the a tendency has created in the batch inside batch's psyche, and he became very calm. He stopped talking to any person. He was always sitting. He is not the kind of person. You can see a person who is very much fast in the impatient. Now he is becoming very slow, and he became very sick. He became very sick, and he became very sleepy. In 1918, we have to keep in mind this date. In 1918, there is a Spanish flu, influenza epidemic, and it made people very sleepy. You can see the same thing happen during 2019. 100 years after, the same kind of we are made to sit in the house. We become very sleepy. We did not work during the epidemic, that is corona epidemic, pandemic. So there was a kind of a sickness which hurt, which had made a damage in the brain cells, and also in the part of part of the brain cerebellum, and it made the things were very worse, and he become a kind of a sleepy state, and he is giving he started that has continued up to 2018, and now he is feeling the same kind of problem in it, and now he is finding his remedy. This remedy is also called cosmic principle of manifestation, and everything is manifested in now. It is now. So that's why we have in Puranas that our gods don't have time. They are always young people. No, these people have no interest in present circumstances. His attitudes of indifference bring them down to earth. Very important is that it makes you to be realistic. Down to earth mentality you will get when you take Clematis. These people have a lack of involvement in life. Desire for death is more for them. Calls for partner over. If somebody had died in their family, and they will be talking to that person, and they will be calling for help, that you take me away. It is not the place to live without you. If there is a tendency to some people, you give Clematis and automatically it gets healed. Remedy for unconscious. If there is suddenly if a person is become falls down of unconscious, you can give that. Losing, very important point is that it is a connection between the cosmos and the body. They call Clematis is the silver cord between cosmos and body. If a person is lingering, if the body is lingering, if the soul is lingering out of the body, if you give a Clematis, it will settle down the body, and the unconscious is happening because the soul is temporarily out of the body. The the major amount of soul will be out of the body, and suddenly it comes to the body and become conscious. And this is the silver cord between your physical body and the mental body, and also the cosmos. So it is kind of an umbilical cord. It is the umbilical cord is between mother and a child, and this is between you and the universe, the now. Physical to metaphysical. Now batch has become physical to metaphysical. There are mental symptoms. There are mental symptoms in impatience. There are mental symptoms in mimulus, and now he is becoming metaphysical. For the first time, he becomes metaphysical, that he deals with the non-physical realm of the universe. There is so much of quality. There are remedies you will be dealing with in future, that there are remedies which deals with the non-physical realms and the non-physical aspects of humanity. That it is a kind of a subtle invisible world. These people live in a subtle invisible world. Sympathy is easy, but to experience is difficult. Very important point. Sympathizing others are easy, but while no, there is a word while experiencing is now. So while experiencing it is very difficult. Sympathizing, you can give a remedy, but going deeper and feeling the remedy, the process of feeling the remedy is sympathizing. When you go to the point that you become that person, you become empathetic. So the process of sympathizing and empathizing are very difficult. This remedy makes you to be grounded, very practical, pragmatic, and also grounded people. These clematis, I'm giving a kind of a comparison of these remedies, who is need and the wholeness, and they see the dream very real. So now people are telling that when you see something very real, it will happen. So these people, they are escapist. Because of their escapist attitude, they fall into drug addiction. Many people in England and all over the world, those who are very much interested in nature, they are mostly having a kind of drug addiction, or a trance state. They will be, they don't want to come out of it. Even our siddhas or Zen philosophers, or a person who is samadhi, they don't want to come to the mundane world. Like that, the clematis remedy, the clematis flower, gives you a kind of a temporary samadhi state also, if you keep on taking it. And that particular area, when you have anything to be manifested, when you have that, and you have that clematis tendency, automatically you get manifested that. And the wholehearted devotion at work, they work wholeheartedly. That is another thing. In page number 50, Bernard is telling about the importance of the person who is giving it. Seed flower, focus of attention, return to earth as visionary. Then we are going to deal with the plant pot, which is very important. Uh, the wholeness about about the plant. About the plant, it is called traveler's joy, Clematis vitilba. It is seen in Abergaven and crick, hovels in England, growing among trees. It is a climber. It climbs. It doesn't have a proper kind of pattern. It climbs with the hills. It is a hedge grows. It grows by the side of the hedges and fences. Is struggling. It is always struggling to be a person who is always struggling to get hold of the earthly things, or to get a grounding, needs this flower. Then it grows in the area, a limited area, where alkaline soil is more, limestone is more. So every remedy has got alkaline tendency more. When the alkaline tendency is more in your body, you get a kind of immune system, proper immune system will get. It grows on chalk. It just is a few miles away from, it is few miles away from the impatient and mimulus trees, where plants where it is. And it is always seeing the better future. It is always seeing the better future. It is also called the old man's beard, gray color fur. It is there. Goldman's beer is very, very, uh, you can see very, very sparse it is. And when we see the flower, you can see the kind of a old man's beard resemblance there. It is creamy white. The plant is very creamy white. Low cloud hanging. When you see the plant, it will be always at the top of the tree which it climbs, and it is always looking to the sky. This is the only plant which has a connection between earth and the sky, earth and the space. The seed is the seed has a kind of head like a sperm structure. It goes uh, deeper into the earth, and the roots are very strong. It is not like impatience root. It is very strong. When there are many shoots from coming from the coming down. If you are coming from up, you could find that it is not easy to find the roots. You will be always missing the roots. Likewise, these imagination, the people who are in the imagination, they don't have any roots in it. In there, there is a poetry also, I guess, from called is La Belly Sam's Des Mercy, I think, where you can find another you can find a kind of a reverie, and they will be always in a romantic mood. That is the example of thing. Another poem is there named Kubla Khan. Kubla Khan is also a poem where they build a palace in the sky. The palace in the sky means it is unrealistic, but still, this remedy, it is a particular remedy which is grounding you to the earth, and is always seeing to the skies, and it also passes the stars, and it connects to the cosmos, the intelligence, the veli they call in Tamil. That is the total consciousness it connects. Wherever it is there, it goes deeper into the sky. And then one seed contains 20 seeds, and there is a kind of fur thing, a fur connected with a spongy fur, cotton like fur. Seed has got silvery tail, 40 millimeters long. You have a head of this, you can see in the pictures also, head of the seed, and the tail is there. Carry upon the wind, it is easily carried away by the wind, like you are carried away by the single thought of a future that it will be giving a better future. It is always away from parents. The important thing is those who are away from parents, those who are drifting away from parents. When you feel that your children is out of control, when they are drifting from you, you give clematis to them, you take clematis, and automatically there will be a link. The problem gets solved. The important point I'm telling, it holds the seed and leaves. It holds everything. See, it climbs the tree. It is attached very close to the tree, and it becomes that tree itself. But it doesn't lose its uniqueness, and it goes to the top. And from the top, it sees a space, and the root is very far, even 30 meters far. It will go deeper. So when a person is very much in the future, you have to keep in mind that he needs clematis for a longer period, because it is deep-rooted mentality, a deep-rooted escapism he is having. They don't bother about news. So if any bad news or good news, they don't react in an agitated manner. They will simply, oh, this is happening, right? Okay, then what next? Even then, that question will not be asked. So drifting away from parents, bloom away starts again. Now they bloom. They bloom very fast. Uh, Flower is upward, seed is downward and deep. Uh, Covers entire area. These flowers covers entire. When you go deeper into that forest, when see, you'll be seeing the creamy white flowers covering all the area. Likewise, when the person is in a reverie mood, it covers all the thing. The imagination covers the logic part, reasoning part, and the future, past. Everything is covered by his thinking. It has a multiple stem system. We don't know which is the mother thing, mother plant. Lacks black backbone. It is not upright like impatient. climbs high to get light. It is always climbing high to get the light. Many years to grow. Another thing is very important. It takes many years. Like it is sleeping. Very very important point. You keep in mind that in all the system of spirituality, they categorize people into four. They categorize mind into four categories: sleepy state, dreamy state, then wakeful state, awakening state. This flower gives you awake awareness and awakening state. These three: sleepy state, when you are sleeping, one day you are sleeping for the 8 hours, another day another 8 hours you are doing work, that also mundane work without awareness, and then you have a dream part, and all the three is healed by this clematis flower alone. You get a kind of samadhi state. You go deeper when you go deeper into it. It is when the tendency is more, when that a person is having the tendency of these things which we have discussed about sleepiness and kind of suicidal tendency. They don't have any much interest in day-to-day life or things like that. Why? It is a wild world. They feel that there is almost a gypsy. There is almost dead. They have used this stack, that is the a kind of small stems used as a cigarette also. It gives a kind of hallucinating effect. Book wood rotten, it becomes a kind of rope, and by the rope they create mat also. root talk more Roots talk more about the plant. When there is a root which is very strong, it tells about the past more. This plant, which is very important, it connects you with the past and the future, and it becomes timeless. So take a stem, follow it, will lead to another way. If you follow a stem and it will lead to another, you cannot find which is the proper stem, and it will, the branching is the thick garland with branching is very deep, and it goes. The root is very deep. The branching is very enormous. Communicates with space always. It has got with it has got no petals. Flowers without petals are mystical. You have to keep in mind that one. Uh, no petals, something is missing from emotional being. If there is no petals, there is something is missing in the emotional being. A kind of detached mentality will be there if there is no petals in flowers. Emotional dryness and the lack of warmth is there in flowers which has no petals. Flower above head, it flowers dueling. It is a flower above our head. Definitely, other flowers are below our head, below our chest also. It flowers during July season, July to August, like a mantle covers the tree. Mantle, like a greedam they call in Tamil, full of mantle, a full length bed sheet like it covers. It has strange connections. If you want to, if you are connected, if your body, if your soul is always going out and connecting with unnecessary realms, unnecessary non-physical entities, if you take it, it cuts that tendency, and you become grounded with your soul. There is no need of any soul, whichever whatever great it is, whether it is a guru or it is a angel or something like that. There is no need of any other entity other than your soul, which is the lesson given by clematis by its flower. So it gives almost 10,000 seeds. uh, uh, it has a fluffy tail attached to the seed, and it is roping is the word which is very important. Roping is the word which is very important. Telling little lies, small lies they will be telling. And this is about the plant. The person who is in need will be having the quality of absent-mindedness, forgetfulness, missing small details, bill not paying the bill at the right time, eating dinner at the late time, overweight and overeating, always seeing at the eyes, seeing at the space, vacant, blank seeing, faraway looks. They have problems in eyes and also ears because of the too much of imagination. They go deeper into the imagination. They miss the sound also and sight, prone to accidents because of their carried away by the futuristic attitude, loss of interest in life, imagining about the future and distorting the present. They are prone to drug addiction easily. It is soul's addiction that distinct relations with they need happiness very easily. They are always prone to happiness. Sometimes these persons will be having signals, signs, and forms, entities going around their imagination, and even while opening in open eyes, also they will see some signs and symbols or things like that. The bioenergetic field partially dislocated from the physical body. You get so much of leakage and discharge of biomagnetic energy. Because of that, you become very weak. The blood, it is connected with blood. Uh, this flower is connected with blood. You can see the paleness in the body. Deficiency of energy is there in both blood and body. Flight to future to soaring imagination to creative action. They are going to their flight. They go fast to the future, but when clematis is there, imagination makes into creative imagination. Ordinary imagination becomes creative imagination. They are daydreamers. They dream to realize a dream. You can see the thing. And blood is the vehicle of spirit, so it is very much connected with the blood is called root of the body. When the blood is very much intense, the body becomes very strong. These people are reduced in adaptation. They don't adapt the situation easily. They have cold feet. Their feet will be very cold. They will seemingly have a tendency to see in a negative aspects of other people, vagueness. They are influenced by the world very much. Because of their influence, they are escaping from the world. Uh, Imaginarily, some people are there where they will put numbers which is relevant to connect to anybody, and they will be talking hours together in the phone without anybody there out the other end, the another end. They become very, they dress in a romantic way. They fall in love easily. When there is a breakup, they go deeper into the imagination, and they become shabby in dress also, and they have beards and things like that. The time is gone. There is no time sense in them. Like like of understanding of dressing time, inner, they will be always having an inner dialogue. You can see while people are there, children are there in playing with the toys. There you can see they will be talking with the toys also. So um, bioenergetic bioenergy is very important, and these are the things which is very important. And you can see in page number 11 batch is telling about clematis. We I know how we long to fly away to the more wonderful realms, but brother of human world, let us first fulfill our duty, and even not our duty but our joy. And may you adorn the places where you live, and strive to make them beautiful, as I endeavor to make the hedges glorious, so that they have called me a traveler's joy. Very important word you have to keep in mind is that we are travelers into the world. We come to travel. We have a starting point and ending point. Starting point is our birth, and ending point is our death. The travel is our our way of knowing self. For that, the travel, where you have to make the travel joyful. If you want to have a joyful journey, Clematis is the resort. It is the way. You can see Clematis gives you the present present tense or present moment. And the wholeness of it is that the wholeness of it is that uh, it is a kind of it gives a kind of samadhi state to you, a kind of awakening state it gives. It connects with the meaning of life. Discover your own purpose of life. Clematis gives meaning to your life, and it gives a purpose to your life. Develops an inner potential, what you are and how you have to develop. You become visionary, romantically pragmatic. You can see uh, that you will link, you will have a link between the cosmos and the earth, and you will be very practical. The creative imaginative will be more, and you will be unique and individual. There will not be any influence of other entities or any influence of other people. It has coordination. It is coordinating body, spirit, and mind. It edits the reality and has the reality as it is. You become sensitive to inspiration, practical, idealistic. You become a writer, actor, healer, master of his own thoughts. Enjoy daily life. You are enjoying the daily life. You don't deny the life of daily happenings. Solves learning abilities. You become sharp in your ears and eyes. Taken by the important thing is that those the couples who don't have any issues, that is if we don't have any kids with when we check with the doctors, they tell that there is no reason that you are not getting any child. For that people you give clematis, you get children. The thing is, so much of energy is wasted in thinking about the future, and the mortality of the ovum and ovum and sperm becomes less. Because of that, the energy is not getting the new child. So the imaginative state, whether one is in imaginative state, you give clematis, and automatically the child is born. Physical existence, the experience higher self. You use the physical body and physical world for attaining moksha or higher consciousness through this flower. You solve the I knows problem. Space and earth comes together. Spirit and physical body comes together. Manifestation becomes easy. Practical solutions you give to all people. New ideas comes to you. You are always in the now, and you become timeless, spaceless, and past pattern dissolves because of the awareness of now. You are in the no mind. You are awareness. Is the lesson of clematis. When the clematis makes your travel joyful.